Of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight.
Yo, what is good? What is good? What is going on, guys? We're back again. One more time. Let's do it one more time this week. But before we start, God, you know what? Let's get this right, guys. We're not even in the right place, right? Let's do this. There we go. Get a little bit of background music. Also, can't do this by myself tonight because it's a little scary. It's a little scary what we're talking about. We're gonna do an unboxing, guys. Let me show you real quick, a quick peek. And a perfectly sealed vintage. Some of y'all know what this is. Some of you guys know what. We're gonna crack this bitch open tonight. Perfectly sealed box, never been opened. We're gonna unbox it and take a look inside. Aside from that, let's bring in my co-host, man. My boy is waiting. I'm waiting. This man is on time. That's right, baby. Let's bring him in. My boy.
What is good in the hood?
What is good? It's Saturday.
It's Saturday. I got the next 9 days off again.
What?
So much, dude. I get 5 weeks of vacation, a week of personal holiday time, and a week of sick time every year.
Okay, I'm calling your job. We can't do this anymore. It's unfair to the rest of us.
I got Christmas week off coming up too. Bam! I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I'll take it.
Are we ready for Thanksgiving?
You know what? I'm very ready for Thanksgiving. My wife does a spectacular spread, and man, it is a fat man's day to rejoice.
My wife does a pretty good spread, but it's not in the kitchen.
Well, there's two types of spreads, and she does both equally as well. But you know, this is for the show for the kids.
It is Saturday. It's just not Saturday for the kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not that kind of Saturday morning.
It ain't Saturday night's main event yet.
Yeah. Saturday night's main event. That's coming up too. That's going to start up.
Is that tonight?
Not today, but I mean, it is going to start. It is going to start. We'll get to the comments soon, guys, and say what's up to everybody that's tuning in. Tonight, we talk about aliens. A lot of people joked about this. It's conspiracies this, conspiracies that, blah, blah, blah. Guys, this is real. The government has addressed it. They've had a meeting. They have brought the evidence to the table. No longer can you say or speculate that there's maybe. Now it's a strong maybe.
We can confirm that there are aliens other than Mendoza and I.
Yes.
on this planet.
And they are also legal. And damn it, Trump is gonna have to. I don't know how he's gonna do mass deportation.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge.
A kind you've never seen before. Out of this
We're gonna
world,
have the greatest alien relationship in the history of relationships.
They either give us their technology or I'm gonna tax them a tariff like never
I'm gonna
before.
tariff them. I'm gonna tariff them like aliens have never been tariffed before. You'll either get with us and help us get rid of fossil fuels, or you will be tariffed. I can see it.
I can hear it. I can literally hear it. Guys, tonight's drink, toast, because we do pound the milk here.
PCM pounding the milk.
Beers, we pound nice drinks. And tonight,
Shout out to my man Jones. Dude. Love you, bro. Is that the egg? Dude, that one is like a waffle, like just.
can you imagine drinking this while eating fried chicken?
Woo.
Come on now. Guys. Let's crack her open. She's brand new. Oh, she's a virgin.
Let's see what that first sip looks like. Let's see what you do.
Corner.
He's drinking that Eggo's Moon.
Corner. Lego, my ego. Ooh. Guys. Ooh. For zip. Cheers, guys. Oh. Wow. Wow. I almost didn't pick this up because I was going to get the peanut butter and jelly sandwich flavor.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yes, peanut butter and jelly sandwich flavor.
Man.
Ooh, that. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee.
It looks so good, make you want to slap your mama.
That's good shit, man. No lie. Let's get to the comments and see who's in the house tonight. Who is this? Who?
It's like who's on first? Who?
We have Richard Ward, the Warden. What's going on, brother? What's going on? James, what's up, brother? Glad you made it this Saturday. Always good when we catch it live. We have the fabulous
Good.
Mr.
On
Mark.
Thursday.
He says, good evening. Good evening. Richard says, did someone say spread? Boy, let me tell you, your ears only stand up. Should have been like that in high school. Brenda says, I do both spreads, Dan. Ooh.
See, if my wife actually liked me, was a fan, she'd watch and comment, but she doesn't. She'd rather eat her bowl of Rice Krispies. So does anybody else's wife do this? They eat cereal, but they love peanut butter so much, they'll take like a hunk of peanut butter and put it on the side of the bowl of cereal and like scoop the peanut butter and then the cereal. Peanut butter and the cereal.
Oh, dude. Dude, you just unlocked a whole new thing for me when you said this.
And she does it with Rice Krispies a lot because she's a big Rice Krispie person.
Oh, really?
And Cheerios. Yeah.
Cheerios and Rice Krispie. Cheerio.
Cheerio. I can't complain because I like peanut butter like the next guy, right? But I don't know.
Oh God, it's so good. God, it's so right. But this is balanced. This is good. Pounding the milk. Sounds like a good.
Does a body good.
Oh God, yes, guys, we got something coming up. Shout out to Double Dropkick Podcast, Kevin Davenport. Shout out to the guys over there at Spanning the Globe, Bells and Belts. Who else? We got shout out to BBB. Shout out to all these guys: Championship Bell Brothers, Bill Walker, Mark Maggard, Andy Bolger,
Nick Carnival,
the CEO, baby. Chris Stratton, all those guys, man. Happy holidays to you guys. We got some stuff coming up. We got some giveaways. Coming up soon. My boy Ethan is gonna be grabbing some up soon. Got a little care package for him. Tune in to Double Dropkick on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Correct?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Double Dropkick at 9 p.m. Guys, check them out. Awesome show. Awesome guests they have on there. Really good. Yep. The best.
Shout out to Kev for dude. This dude really took this. Man, he is cranking out some intros and outros and just a lot of good stuff, man. Shout out to Kev, man.
Yes, sir. He's doing his work. He's putting it down. Guys, there's the guy never sleeps. He just doesn't sleep. I don't know how he does it. Just a quick reminder. You are watching Goat Milk Diaries, guys. We're on Saturdays now, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Western time for all y'all in the West Side.
You know, so did your wife do anything you think is weird, but then you look at her finished product and you're like, damn, okay.
Sometimes I think that I don't think outside the box sometimes, and I'm glad I don't say anything because I stand corrected as I see it.
Well, so if you're around my house and you're a random observer, man, you would just be like, what is she doing? So like, I'll walk by my wife sometimes and she's got these like needles and she's pinning them some string to a board, and man, she's got like spray starch and just going on, and you walk by and you're just like, I think she's trying to kill me or she's trying to make something. You don't you know. But then you walk by like 2 hours later, you see like her finished product and likes making like snowflakes. And these are like knitted, like,
dude, that's crazy looking.
Yeah, like little knitted. They're like got like sparkly little glitter on it, but yeah, they're hard, but for she spray start, I'm like.
Is that going on the windows, on the trees, ornaments?
Yeah, she hangs them on the windows, the trees, wherever. She just, makes little ornaments out of them, and
that is sick.
Just the damnedest little like.
You know what I have to do ahead of time? Goat Milk Christmas hats, Christmas beanies.
She could knit the shit out of a Goat Milk Christmas beanie.
Damn.
Yeah. I know, show both sides. I spun them.
Dylan Hernandez, what's up,
Dylan?
brother?
What's going on, brother?
He says, well, we meet again. We're here, brother. What is good? Drink of the night. We're having us some Eggo waffle, zipping milk.
Lego, my ego, motherfucker.
Goddamn. Speaking of Lego, we're not gonna let this subject go. And aliens are now a thing. And we're not talking about the illegal aliens you're looking at your screen right now. We're talking about.
We're not the ones we're trying to deport. These are bigger aliens.
They're much too expensive to deport. We're not sending them back to their galaxy. We're going to keep them here, tariff the shit out of them, and make them pay.
These aliens are huge, and they're friends of America. I know for a fact I received some votes from aliens.
It was a landslide win. Oh man, guys. So let me bring up a clip here, because this is something that for a long time we've been in doubt. We think that we tend to always in the past look at these things and say, hey, people are crazy. Don't believe in that stuff. But even if you're not or are somewhat religious, it makes you question things. Definitely makes you question stuff. Right?
So okay, and this is the part I didn't want to bring up, but since you brought it up, looking at the alien thing as a whole in perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to be naive to think that there's not stuff out there. Just from a mathematical, it's mathematically impossible that we're the only creatures out there.
It is.
And then you go back to ancient civilization. Look at the Egypt and stuff like that. Yo, go look at their hieroglyphics. They drew pictures of shit flying around in the sky. It's in there. Somebody chiseling that stuff in stone.
And I didn't bring the clip. What I recently found, they dug up bone remains and tools and pottery that they dated it back even further than they thought humans were actually alive on this earth.
Did you see they think that the pyramids are older than we even think we know?
Yeah, I definitely have seen clips of that too.
But bringing up what you were bringing up, it puts a big chink in the whole idea of religion and Christianity and the invention of the universe or the creation of the universe. It puts a lot of doubt into the actual story.
It definitely does, and if anything were to come out publicly 100%, I see the whole thing about causing mass hysteria, panic. I would see where people would just go out in the streets just to be stupid. Can't even have the Buffaloes lose a game, because if you see those Buffalo fans, all they get, I mean, it's not like they've won a Super Bowl.
They jump through tables. They jump through tables and they eat buffalo wings. That's what they do.
That's what they do. It's insanity.
But here's the whole thing. I gotta remember the name of the movie. It's on Netflix. So basically, what happens is in this movie, this guy figures out a way to tap into your brain after you're dead, and figures out that there's a heaven. So what happens is he confirms scientifically that there's a heaven, and all of a sudden these people just start killing themselves. Like, why the fuck are we waiting around here? I'm going, but it's the same thing as it's the reverse of, if you confirm there's aliens and you confirm that there's, so it dispels the Bible. I'm not trying to be blasphemous or nothing. I'm just putting a perspective out there.
Yeah.
It dispels the Bible and a lot of, so you take people that have lived a certain type of way their whole life and believed in a belief their whole life, and you crushed it. And I think that'd be hard for a lot of people, and understandably. But like, it's wild to me that people aren't as willing to see what's really in front of them. There's shit out there.
Yeah. I mean,
and now that we're just like,
when there's things that we can't explain and it's beyond scientific explanation, it's just, a lot of people will say, well, it's got something to do with faith, God, or whatever. But let's get to the nitty-gritty on this video, because we have a clip, and this gentleman is speaking in front of the Senate, and they're discussing this whole thing, and they're talking about how, I think there's two clips, but in one, there's the one talking about even how much they've been holding back files and truth and all that stuff. So let's get into this and see what these guys say. Bear with it. It's about a 4-minute long clip, but there's a lot that they say there. The gentleman says that I can't say. So just hang in there, guys.
Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies. For many years, I was entrusted with protecting some of our nation's most sensitive programs. In my last position, I managed a special access program on behalf of the White House and the National Security Council. As such, I appreciate the need to protect certain sensitive intelligence and military information. I consider my oath to protect secrets as sacred, and I will always put the safety of the American people first. With that said, I also understand the consequences of excessive secrecy and stovepiping. Nowhere was this more apparent than in the aftermath of 9/11, which many of us remember all too well. I believe that America's greatness depends on three elements. A watchful Congress, B, a responsive executive branch, and C, an informed public. Over the last decade and a half, I learned that certain UAP programs were and are operating without any of these elements. Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. A small cadre within our own government involved in the UAP topic has created a culture of suppression and intimidation that I've personally been victim to, along with many of my former colleagues. This includes unwarranted criminal investigations, harassment, and efforts to destroy one's credibility. Most Americans would be shocked to learn that the Pentagon's very own Public Affairs Office openly employs a professional psychological operations officer as the singular point of contact for any UAP-related inquiries from citizens and the media. This is unacceptable. Many of my former colleagues and I have provided classified testimony to both the Department of Defense and the Intelligence Community Inspector General, and many of us have subsequently been targeted by this cabal with threats to our careers, our security clearances, and even our lives. This is not hyperbole, but a genuine fact, and this is wrong. To fix these problems, I propose three principal actions. First, Congress and the President should create a single point of contact responsible for a whole-of-government approach to the UAP issue. Currently, the White House, CIA, NASA, the Pentagon, Department of Energy, and others play a role, but no one seems to be in charge, leading to unchecked power and corruption. Second, we need a national UAP strategy that will promote transparency and help restore the American public's trust at a time when the public's trust is at an all-time low. This strategy should include a whole-of-government approach, including the academic and scientific communities, the private sector, and our international partners and allies. Third, Congress should create a protected environment so whistleblowers desperate to do the right thing can come forward without fear. As it currently stands, these whistleblowers suffer because of stigma, a code of silence, and concerns about retaliation. These whistleblowers should be encouraged to come forward in ways that protect them against any forms of retaliation. Policies and procedures should ensure that protection, and for those who refuse to cooperate, it is up to the members of this committee and the other lawmakers to wield their subpoena power against hostile witnesses and prevent additional government funding to those UAP efforts that remain hidden from congressional oversight. In closing, we as Americans have never been afraid of a challenge. In fact, we thrive on them, whether it's eradicating polio or going to the moon. We don't run from a challenge, we take it head on. To the incoming administration and Congress, I say to you, we need immediate public transparency, and this hearing is an important step on that journey. If we approach the UAP topic in the same way as we as Americans have met other challenges, we can restore our faith in our government institutions. Together, we can usher in a new era of accountable government and scientific discovery. I believe that we as Americans can handle the truth, and I also believe the world deserves the truth. Thank you, esteemed members of Congress, for your time today. It is profoundly appreciated by many.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, but you know, Mark, what's going on, brother? Mark Laverty,
I think it's tougher because people don't want to admit their own mortality, right? And when you have somebody coming out and saying, this is out there.
Yeah.
And these people, these are technology-wise are far superior than us and everything like that. It's a very humbling and demasculating type thing where you're just like, because you think, you know, we think we're the fucking superior beings and and this. But look at it this way too. If you don't think aliens and things like that have existed, Roswell happened in 1947, right?
Yeah.
Look at our technological advances from 1947 to today. You don't think we used what we found?
I mean, after that happened, right after Roswell, they had a special project especially made just for reverse engineering. This was a whole sector they did on reverse engineering. So imagine that. And you can definitely see the advances from about 55 to 60. And I mean, everything around us just skyrocketed. Technology, huge. 80s was an explosion.
See, and that's
The prices are out of this world, buddy. They are out of this world. They have too many boobs for your
are
head.
the key.
You don't know which one to start first on.
But see, that's the other thing. Let's fast forward, right? Apollo moon landing was when? 71, 69?
60 was it 69?
Let's see here. When was the moon landing?
It's a good question. For some reason, I'm thinking 67.
That's what I was thinking.
We
are July 20th, 69.
69. Okay.
So now let's be of the idea that we actually went to the moon, right? That's another debate. It's another debate.
Yep.
I'll take the 3 titty chick though.
Imagine mortarboarding like.
That's another thing. This is 2024, and there's a lot of plastic surgery. Why aren't 3 titties a thing all the time now?
Why is that not common? Thing?
Anyways, I digress. Moon landings in 69. Let's say we got there, right? Maybe we did get there and we got a visit from somebody who was like, stay on your planet.
What if we did make
We haven't been back. We haven't been back.
Think about it now. Think about it this way now. What if they did make it? What if they got footage? Something happened halfway there. And then they had to stage it all like they did. Maybe they did record the whole thing in a movie studio because of the consequence of something made contact and said, you can't expose this yet.
No, did you see the thing about the ancient structures that were allegedly saw on the moon, and then they hooked it back? They're like, so there's we're getting close to that though. We're getting close. Man, you drive around San Francisco and you see cars driving themselves with nobody in it. And Zero people in a car.
Here's the thing. We grew up watching the Jetsons. We grew up watching a lot of shows where there were flying cars. Let's face it, guys. Some of you fucking people out there can't even merge lanes correctly. There's no way we're going to be. I believe we have the technology to do that for everybody. The thing is, we can't have that for everybody. Because imagine having a crash in the air and that crash coming down to people on the street.
Speaking of Jetsons, I'm going to go down this rabbit hole. Did you hear the theory of the Jetsons and the Flintstones?
Oh, yes. Yes, about how
so the
society's up here.
Let me fill people in. So the theory of the Jetsons and the Flintstones is they happen at the same time. What happens is Jetsons were high society. So they're living. This was after a nuclear holocaust. So the world ended, and there's the bedrock people. Those people are the rebuilders. They got dinosaurs and stuff like that, but they still have TV. They still have radio. They still had technology. Mm-hmm. So it's not really like the Stone Age.
Yeah, just primitive.
Then there's the Jetsons that are living above the clouds. Those are the haves. Those are the haves that are just waiting until the Pinions and the Minions rebuild the planet. So they're living up there. Which, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, that's kind of how it would go now.
That's crazy.
The rich people will be in their bunkers. Whoever's left is going to be rebuilding. Then the rich people come out, stay rich, and the minions stay minions, and we just can't keep doing this. That's how it would be. You think if we had a nuclear holocaust right now, Bill Gates would be like coming out of his and mind you, all these rich billionaires, have huge, I mean, bigger than Trump, huge bunkers. Facebook guy, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Mark, yeah.
Has one.
Millions.
That's like fucking hundreds of thousands of square feet underground.
And it's not even a secret.
No.
It's not even a secret.
Bill Gates, again, hundreds of thousands of square foot. Bezos, they all have, but you know what's weird? A lot of these guys are built them in Asia.
You know what though? I was watching a mini documentary of this guy that you can buy. Wait, Mark, let me get this. Mark, here's the thing: do you want Tesla made, or do you want the maids that Japan is made?
Whatever maid I get, her name's gonna be Rosie.
They hold temperature, same as a human, and they have human-like skin.
You know, some perverse are gonna just attach a fleshlight to a robot, and it's just gonna be like, hey. But I mean, but again, we joke though, right? But what if one day we woke up and it's fucking full on Independence Day outside, and there's just big ass mothership above DC or above, somewhere.
I think if this goes down, that's how it's going to be, because I think that any intelligent form of life has given us the opportunity, has wanted to expose themselves. The government or governments around the world together, just like this gentleman was saying, are collaborating together, and they are suppressing a lot of things, a lot of information, a lot of clarity for the general public. And one day they're just gonna be like, look, all right, we told y'all. We told you we'd be here. We told you we'd do this. We can't hide no more.
But I think the bigger thing that people are missing is, I wouldn't be afraid, because if they wanted us dead, we'd probably already be dead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the only thing we should be afraid of is enslavement.
Yes. But are we really enslaved right now? We're enslaved by the government.
I mean, we are.
Don't pay your taxes and then get back to me.
Yeah, don't pay your taxes. Don't pay that ticket. Don't do this. Don't do that. Watch what happens.
And you're taxed to death, because look at it this way: you get your paycheck, right? You pay taxes. Mm-hmm. You go grocery shopping. You pay taxes. You buy a soda. You pay taxes. You buy gas. You pay taxes. You go to a restaurant. You pay taxes. Everything in life has a tax on the money that you've already been taxed by the U.S. government.
And it gets done over. Just like the sale of a car. You buy the car to the dealer, you pay taxes. Every year you pay registration, you pay taxes. You keep paying taxes on that car. You sell the car for a certain amount of money. You pay taxes on the money from the sale of the car you sold, even though you bought that car and paid taxes a long time ago. The guy that you sold that car to, he's paying taxes on a car that was already paid taxes by the person previously that purchased it and sold it to you, and paid taxes again, and then you bought it. It's just a vicious cycle, man. It's a vicious cycle. It's crazy. But
so
it's very plausible, and people are getting ready. I was saying just a moment ago, I saw a mini documentary about a guy that actually sells for 1.2 million. He took over a base and he bought the property, and now he sells
the missile silos.
Yeah, he sells all the properties in there that are able to sustain life for up to 200 years. You have a dental place in there, a medical place. You have
full air filtration. Like,
the air filtration system is insane. The backup power for the backup power for the backup power is insane.
Dude, they got swimming pools. They got.
It's insane.
And it's been
huge.
I'm one of those people like, yo, I would love to have an underground bunker. Man, because I watched a guy on YouTube. He built one in his backyard.
I forgot how many feet the walls are, how thick. I'm not talking about 3-4 feet. We're talking 16-foot thick walls.
So what this guy took, right? He took 3 of those shipping containers, right? Dug a hole in the ground, set them in the ground how he wanted, welded them together, then sprayed some like kind of like weather resistant type paint on it. But then took concrete, built another. He had about a 2-foot radius around his thing extra. Mm-hmm. Took concrete, filled the sides and everything with concrete. So he had 2 feet of concrete on the sides of them and 3 feet of concrete above the top of them. Has built a tunnel from his house to that underground, so he can go from his pantry to that underground bunker.
Wow.
Has a big ass door, the whole bit. I'm like, man, I was looking at a place in Kansas about 7 years ago now. They were selling an abandoned hangar. But in this abandoned hangar had an underground bunker that was fully furnished, had the whole air filtration, the whole kitchen, living room, dining room, underground. On top had a 40 by 60 hangar, had escape hatches, the whole bit. It was the middle of fucking Tornado Alley, just flat as you can see from all sides. Dude, they wanted like $230,000 for it.
Wow.
Dude, I was like, oh, dreams.
Wow. That's crazy, man. The whole bunker thing with the what do you call those? The damn pods that you were just saying. Those things, man.
Oh, the storage containers.
Storage containers. The ship containers is what they call them.
Dude, people don't understand how well those are built.
Extremely well. I've been looking at them online, and there's
you can get them.
Yeah, you can get them for about $1,500, $1,200.
Depending on the size, you can go from anywhere from here in Cali. You can go from anywhere from about $1,500 to about $3,000 for the largest one they have.
Okay,
and that's delivered.
Cheaper then,
and that's delivered.
Yeah, out here they're about $1,500 delivered for the big 40-foot. I think they're like 40-foot containers.
Yeah, 40-footers.
The ones that are like 2 Gs. The floors, I guess they're like some really nice wood panel floors. They're made for like where they carry the fancy cars in. Oh man, nice.
The cars and the food. Those are the ones. They have the ones with the refrigeration units on them too. Another good one.
Wow, that is a trip, man. It's not too. I mean, if you've got money, it's not too expensive to buy a piece of land, dig it up. Maybe you want to go. For me, I'd say 3 containers down. You know what I mean? You might want your containers. You might want to be maybe 16 feet under the ground, because they've done studies on atom bombs and atomic bombs and nuclear missiles and the amount of load and all that it takes from a force of explosion of that kind. It's a minimum of like, I think they said 12 to 16 feet underground to suppress it. Now, these guys, though, these engineers have built some insane bunkers, and they've been decommissioned for the government, which makes you think for the government to say, we don't need this anymore. We're going to decommission it, and we're going to let the public can buy this now. Some billionaire can buy this, millionaire can buy this now. Well, what did they move on to?
Well, so that's the other thing. Have you ever gone to that the government has a public auction website. So the government's so wasteful. The reason why the government's so wasteful we enable them to be useful. When we just pulled out of Afghanistan and Pakistan, the government deemed it cheaper to leave everything. And these are generators that can power entire buildings for months, and tanks and everything. We'll just leave it. They can have it. It's cheaper for us to rebuy it.
And that's the thing. Like, they criticized, and I'm still going to say Biden, but it could have been anybody. It could have even been Trump.
Anybody. It's anybody.
Doesn't matter who was in presidency. But that's real. That's actually real, because.
Well, do you hear about the 7th audit they just did? They finished at the Pentagon. Haven't done it. They just completed their 7th internal audit for the year for the Pentagon, and they're unable to account for $824 billion.
But they're on our asses for the two people.
$824 billion. The government's like, yeah, we don't really know where it went.
Wow.
But you read stories of people. I've read stories like people like figuring out how to do the government. They just send the government, like construction companies and shit like that. They'll send the government fucking bills. The government's like, oh, we must use them somewhere, and then just pay them. And then just pay them. But this government auction website, right? You can go there, and it's, the army depots and things like that. And you can go there, and like they'll have the damnedest shit. They'll have Jeeps, they'll have Hummers, they'll have machinery. Dude, I was looking at one. You can buy they had a 3,500 gallon water bladder. So, like, if you're in the desert, you fill up a 3,500 gallon bladder full of water so you have water.
Damn.
Hey, $80, $100, $150 you can buy this shit for on these auction websites.
Wow.
Dude,
you know what I would do? I would buy a lot of that stuff and go to Slab City. Now, people are making too much money out there, but you provide local services like that. You can make it rain a little. You get
a water truck, bro. You take 2 of those water bladders out there and a water truck, fill it up, and sell them water.
Yep.
50 cents a gallon, $1 a gallon, whatever you want. Hand over fist. And that's the thing is, people don't think outside. I'm always thinking outside the box of how to make some money. Like, I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get rich in any way I can. I don't care. But we get into all this stuff with aliens and all these things like that. We talk about it because, especially with aliens. Aliens to me is the second touchiest subject over religion. Because to me they go hand in hand, and like I said, when you confirm aliens, you're deconfirming religion.
And people would say it's politics and religion, but no matter how you go about it, when you talk about politics, you're going to come around to talking about aliens. When you talk about religion, one way or another, you're going to come around and talk about aliens. If you were to talk about geography, you're going to come around to the subject and talk about aliens. Because you're always going to say, who built the pyramids? And even when experts say it was a certain people of a region, you still say, well, how did they do this? How did they do this? They didn't have the technology for that. Government, you could talk about the government and the branches and everything else, and you still say, well, how did they figure this out? How did they do that? You know what I mean? We always come back full circle to that for some reason.
I would just love for an alien to just be like, standing next to Trump, and Trump's like, look, North Korea, we're gonna blow you out of the water. And then the alien's like, puts his hand on Trump's shoulder, and he's like, and Trump's like, okay, Admiral, jigma bob. Something like that would be really cool. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't want it to be like Mars Attacks or Independence Day or nothing like that, but something.
And you got to think about this too. Very possible. What if there are aliens that are allies to our country because of the advances and what we've done for them? But then you have alien allies with like Russia or China. It can get a little.
Dude, can you imagine a little alien Kim Jong?
Well, this is another rabbit hole to chase, but even like people talking about reptilians and supposedly reptilians are aliens also, but they've integrated and shapeshift and can hide within our society. I mean, this can go many ways.
Well, because you've seen those TikToks about like the people that have like, what do they call it, like reality glitches, where they just like glitch out.
Oh yeah.
That's just wild, dude. Like, and you can't explain it. Like it's never happened. But again, are we maybe we're missing the point. Maybe and the aliens, we're the aliens experiment for a civilization. And they're just watching us like, no, we're not doing that on the next one. We're not doing that. We're not going to let anybody be orange, or we're not going to let,
It's insane. I couldn't believe it.
Again, one rabbit hole ties another rabbit hole. It's just like, you go to it and it's like, you want to colonize Mars, right? Y'all motherfuckers can't get to the moon. Let's
Tesla's probably going to get that done.
But Tesla can't get to the moon.
No, but it's funny how we've gotten Land Rovers to Mars
with HD cameras footage that never run out of batteries.
I mean, they say because it's solar and this and that, but I mean, whatever. We have another clip. Let's put that up. This one's not as long. It's only about a minute and a half. Bear with it. Here we go.
NASA has whole archives of data, much of which I believe will likely have information that will help inform UAP. We need only look. And again, in an era with AI and ML, we can relatively quickly and easily go through it. So I think it's something that we should encourage NASA to do.
This is a presentation from the UATP task force. This is completely absurd. It's nuts, this level of censorship, of redaction on a document. It shows the redaction of how many reports they've collected, for how many years. 2 of the 3 potential explanations are blacked out. The Pentagon, the intelligence community is treating us like children. It's time for us to know the truth about this. I think that we can handle it.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
In your book, you mentioned government employees who've been injured by UAPs placed on leave and receiving government compensation for their injuries. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How can the government deny we have recovered craft if they're paying people because they've been injured by recovered craft?
Ma'am, that's a great question. That's why I think we're here again.
I really believe that we should use this hearing as a catalyst to improve and bolster our air defense capabilities and our maritime domain awareness capabilities, because obviously there are holes in it, whether it be UAP of non-HI direction or NHI direction, or, like as you say, sir, China or any other adversary.
There you go. There you have it. Confirmed. Found and retrieved. Reverse engineering. Guys, come on.
We got to get it out of our heads that we are the universe's pinnacle. We are the machismo, the greatest thing in the universe, because we're not. We're not. I'm one of those guys that wake up every morning and hope there's a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? I want to toss a gun on my side, toss a gun over my shoulder, and that's the kind of fun I want to have. Go hook up with Randall, and
we kind of think alike. I watch a lot of those Fear the Walking Dead, Day of the Dead, Walking Dead, and go through all the scenarios. And I always find that when I watch a lot of those episodes, of course it's writing and everything, it's a show, but you think, oh, they're stupid if they do that. Oh, they shouldn't have done that. Oh, I didn't. I think that the only thing we wouldn't be prepared for, because gas will go bad even if there's an abundance of it. Engineers will be slim. A lot of things are not going to work or run. We will be without power, without fuel, and we're going back to the Stone Age.
it'd be more Book of Eli-ish.
Yeah, somewhat like that. Guys, 1 second. Thank you guys for taking some time to be here with us today, tonight on your Saturday. Through the Fire podcast. What is up, TJ? What's going on, brother? Salute to you again for my new gold standard. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother, enjoy. I hope you really love that belt, brother. It's gonna be an awesome one. I should have uploaded pics to show everybody.
Yeah, seen your guy doing that Intercontinental, man. I kind of wanted to throw it on a wide strap.
Ooh, that's a sweet. I saw it and I go, wow, that's sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. I've got 4 sets of HD plates now, and I'm so torn about how to do things. Yes, I am going to do a yellow Intercontinental, but I was going to try to do it as much as I could as a Reggie version, but now I think I'm just going to do a warrior, a yellow strap, but warrior theme on my IC plates. Because if I don't do it, I'm always going to look at the belt going, I should have just done something a little custom to it.
Yeah,
it's always going to be bothering me. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do it custom. Screw it. Got to, man. Well, guys, we only got a few minutes left. Thank you for hanging in with us, whoever you came in to hang out with us. We have an unboxing. For those of you guys, the big kids, the kids who love the vintage stuff, if you guys like Marvel, DC, anything like that, you like Power Rangers, you like anything that is, again, X-Men, Funko, Power Rangers, you like Hasbro, you just like to collect, guys. We're going to start doing this on the show a little more, where I'm going to bring out some special items. This is a never opened, unopened Galactus box. This was, at that time, the largest figure you could get of Galactus. This still has the tags. Original price at Toys R Us, the tag is right there. $17.99. And then they slashed prices at one point and got it down to like 7 and some change. And a collector picked it up somewhere down the road, and I paid. Yeah. See, Mom, I told you, if you would have bought it when I was a kid, it would have been cheaper than it is now, and it costed me instead of you. But that's okay, I forgive you. I want to crack this open. I want to open this up. I want to take the time and spread it out, open up and everything. But guess what? We're going to save this We're gonna save this for a full-on unboxing. This deserves its own camera
It
view.
really does.
Full on, slowly opening it, explaining the pieces, give a little history on it. We're gonna do that. I promise you guys.
So my Voltron didn't come. It's not supposed to be here till Monday. But there's a local guy I'm trying to haggle a deal with right now that has a vintage Voltron in the box. So in the box.
Oh,
hold on. And he's thrown in 2 extra Voltron figures.
What?
Dude, this even has, like you said, the sticker price. Look at that. Bro. 1985. Hold on. Mervyn's.
What? Man, dude.
He's asking 600 for it, which is fair. I'm trying to lowball him. I'm trying to get it for like 500.
Extra figures involved?
2 extra figures.
I've had something I've wanted here for a while. Oh, wow. Now, here we go. I got caught here. She says, not my IC. It's supposed to be custom Shawn Michaels. You better get your own. I do. It's an HD. It's in box. Okay. Unless you come home and you find that your white IC is no longer hanging where you left it. I don't know. I don't hold me responsible for it. You never know. But either way, cheers. Oh God, that is good.
You know what I think I'm gonna do after this?
Mm.
I'm gonna get off here and go watch Signs.
Yes.
Good movie.
Yes. You guys, when you get off of here, go watch Signs. Go watch Signs.
Oh,
you never know.
For the Freddy, hold on. For the Freddy
camera.
fans. For the Freddy fans, if you go to YouTube, there's a Freddy movie, fan made, full production, but it's only a 20-minute video, 23-minute movie. It's called Dream Girl.
Dream Girl.
It's on YouTube. Dude, fantastic Freddy movie short. Just the actor did a great job.
What's it called?
Dream Girl.
This isn't going to be like something like Two Girls in a Cup, right? It's not a
No. It's an actual Freddy movie that the fan made. He was just like, I want to make a Freddy movie. I mean, it's only a 23-minute video, but I made a little mini Freddy movie. Dude, fantastic.
There's a lot that goes into 23 minutes, though.
A lot. He did a great job.
People don't think 23 minutes is a long time, but let me tell you, 23 minutes is.
Wife don't think 4 minutes is a long time, but it's a long time. Yeah. Hold your breath for 4 minutes. Oh, you can't? Neither can I.
Try it. Come on now.
Try it.
You don't have the hip muscles for that. The thrusting.
You get a cramp and come tell me how it feels.
Yeah.
Ass.
When I hear faster, fine. Harder, fine. You insult me at deeper.
Right? I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Oh.
When they say deeper, I say shallower. How about that? You just counter. Well, maybe if you weren't so deep, Loch Ness Monster.
I'm getting desperate.
You gotta fire back.
Live on the show. Jesus Christ. Don't wake up.
Hey.
Watch yourself. Oh, God. Guys, we thank you for watching, man. Thank you for spending some time with us here on a Saturday. Appreciate you. People will soon get used to the times, and I'll get better at announcing this show a lot earlier, like a day before.
Start tuning into our TikTok too. I got a TikTok I created. I'll start spamming that mother out there. And
nice.
Once a month we have a special co-host named Tony. So
tune in for him.
Shout out to Tony for his once a month
contribution. Appreciate you, brother, wherever you are.
Tell Grandma I'll be over after dinner.
Somewhere out there. And if you guys are into Hot Wheels, I got some brand new finds. Vintage Hot Wheels, baby.
Not vintage, but I'm looking for a Cybertruck. So if you're ever out and about and find a Cybertruck Hot Wheel, I want a Cybertruck Hot Wheel.
There's one, and I don't have it. No, I don't have it. But I'm on the search for that golden Cybertruck. That golden Cybertruck is the shiznits. I have a few discontinued that came out, and they no longer make it. Let me show you this one real quick. No longer making it. A little harder to find if you like trucks.
Dude, my dad used to have a Chevy panel. That's awesome.
Look at that. Look at the graphics painted on the side.
It wasn't that cool looking. My dad he had a 55 panel, but that motherfucker was the ugliest shade of green you'd ever encounter.
I'm looking for the Volkswagen van in the back. What you see there?
Nice.
That one. I'm looking for that bitch. The one I showed you is this truck right here. Sweet.
And God willing, tomorrow my 3D printer will be up.
Oh, yes. That you've had that for a while.
It's been sitting next to my door where it was delivered for 3 months, 4 months. I'm getting to it. It's getting there.
Life is busy. It gets hard.
I got 9 days off, so that's my goal.
Nice. That's good.
I got a bigger hard drive. I got to install on my BS5 tomorrow.
Okay.
That's
gonna be nice.
Tomorrow. We get leather paint.
Nice.
So if it comes out as well as I think it's coming out on the send out on the stock strap, I'm gonna redo it on your send out strap.
Oh shit!
Because it's the United States title, but on the back, like how they're doing the signature series.
Yeah.
On the back, I have the Statue of Liberty's face with the stars and stripes behind it.
Dude, that's crazy. That'll look crazy cool. That'll look crazy.
All freehand, all just painted on there, leather, Angeles leather paint, and then I'll top coat it and
take your time. Take your time, baby. I want to thank you, Ethan. Appreciate you coming on with me, man.
Always,
see you on the next one, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna bid you adieu, my boy Ethan, guys. Once again. Hey guys, I'll say have a beautiful weekend. See you next Saturday. We got some other stuff in between the week. I'll be uploading some stuff on TikTok, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. I am now close to 700 members on TikTok, so I'm able to do live content. Thank you to everybody who supported that. I appreciate that. I will be doing some cool stuff on there too that I will not be doing here. Gotta spread it. There's a lot to do, a lot of things to do. I'm gonna spread it for you guys. That's what she said. And have more fun with things here and there. So guys, thank you again for tuning in and being with us. We will see you on the next one. We are out of here. Guys, leave it better than you found it. See you around in the hobby. Thanksgiving, Christmas time, New Year's. It's going to be good. It's going to be crazy. God bless everybody. See you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.